Hello all. We have learned about the various Simulink library blocks and just now we have finished about upcode, the down counter and simulation spacing. Now we'll start with some different example and we will learn about the Simulink naming convention or subsystem, how we can get fetch that output names on the subsystem and all these things. Okay, so here I am taking one basic example where division and reminder will be going to be happen. So everyone solved this kind of equation from their childhood. So here in this equation you can see 6 is divisible by 25. If I am dividing a 6 in a table of a 6 comes 24 at the fourth place and there is a remainder in between that one. So here 6 is a divisor, 25 is dividend, 4 is a quotient, and 1 is a remainder. Okay. To design that, I will use simple library Simulink blocks. One is like division block, another one is modulus equation or like remainder block. So you can see here in this example what I have did here, I have a dividend and divisor where I will be dividend dividing with divisor and getting a desired output. And same thing, dividend and remainder I'll be doing and I'll be getting remainder from this. So this specially used block from math function, that block name is mod. Okay. In that mod, I will be having various functions. We have already discussed all about this exponential, square. In that way, I am getting REM is a reminder function. Okay. REM as a reminder function. So I have took this block as a reminder function here. Okay. So I am deleting this. So from there, I have took this reminder block. Simply I am dividing one number and getting the output here. Okay. So according to this example, this is something different I did. I'll make the same in front of you where I will take 25, apply. Okay. My dividend is 25 here and divisor is 6. So what output I want here, I'll run in front of you only. I'll stop that pacing here and I'll run at a normal speed this model. Okay. So now you are able to see here remainder is 1 and quotient is 4.167. Okay. So here I'll be getting 4, but why I'm getting here 4.167? Because that Simulink by default or Matlab by default treating variable as a double. We have to force to be an integer. So for that, I will be use one block which we have already started. Data type conversion block. So this data type conversion block, I'll make it this block to the data type force you into integer 8. Okay, I am forcing that data to become integer 8. Integer means it is a it will not consider floating values like 0.167. Okay, it will not show to us. Oh, if I am running here, so you can see I am getting output quotient as 1 and remainder is 1. But inside it, whatever my output was, quotient is 4.167. I have so according to my specification, I have used this direct conversion block here to get my desired output. Okay, so this is all about this expression and all this thing, but the important point to teach here in this example, the naming conventions. The naming convention. So you're able to see here on this subsystem, I'll be getting here dividend, divisor, remainder, quotient, and all this thing. Okay. So from where I'll be getting that thing. Okay. I'll delete this from here. The port names. Okay. So it is by default. I'll take import here. Import one test. Okay. Now I'll delete this too. Okay. And I'll connect here. These are the ports only which are working as an input for us. Okay. If now I am coming out, so you can see these names are changed to numbers 1 and 2. why it is changed and why how that names are coming here previously, dividend and divisor. To get that number, we have to get that naming convention on a top level of a subsystem. We have to name the ports. We have to name the ports. Now you can see I have named one port, so dividend is coming here. Still, this port is not named second, so it's the 2 was it's showing there, but I'll just rename that port as well. So you can see here that name is coming here. Same for this as well. If I remove this here from, okay, I'll take some output here. I'll connect here this. And now it can coming out, so you can see that reminder is came up and this thing that port number 2 is came down because that is numbers are up and down here. Okay, I think you understood now. Fine. So I'll make this is little bit down and you can see only reminder was there. So reminder is coming here on the top of the subsystem where we are able to see the name here as a reminder here. Okay, name as a reminder here. But here 2 is coming because I have did this deleted the port and uh, instead of get the name from that port. Now you can see I'll be getting, if I'm writing their name, then here I'll be getting question. Okay. And I have forced here that using direct conversion to get a integer value. Previously I am getting a floating value. How you can see inside. Okay. If I am taking that direct conversion block here as well, so here also I'll get the same output. Okay. I was changing here int 8. Whatever our range we want, int is sufficient, int 8 is sufficient for me that according to range specification. That's why I am using int 8. Okay, here. Okay, now you can see the output. Here also I am getting 4. So in that way we can work. Okay. The next thing is like you can see on every signals I have given a name here. And every output and every input is also having a name. This is an important thing of naming convention while we are doing a modeling. Because once we have developed a model for some automotive subsystem, then we have to run a map guidelines. And map guidelines ask us to follow a proper naming convention on signals, on inputs or outputs or name of the subsystem and everything. Okay, so there are various ways like to the name. If I am writing something like code and so it will working here. Like normal naming convention will be there, but few of the like things we have to take care. Like some user defined values we cannot use. Like here, pi is already there. Pi is 3.14. Yesterday, in the video where we have completed one thing, that example, we used pi directly. Okay, when we are learning about the scopes and all these things, no, there, that signal conversion where we have used pi directly. But here that pi I am not able to use, I am not able to give the name. Like some of the by default Matlab is taking that names we are not able to use here. Okay, that's predefined functions. Like if I am taking here pi, okay, so you can see I'll be getting directly pi as a constant value. So I'm not able to use it, this variable, okay, as a naming convention. By default, I'll get this. You can see the pi value is coming here. So instead of that pi, if I want something else, that also I'll get. If something is defined in a workspace, okay. If I want, this is a function. Pi is a function. Okay. If I'm coming to the help here, if it's open, then we can see here. This is inside it. So pi is a function. Defined, predefined function pi. In that same way, we have function for sine, function for cos, function for radian, and all this thing. Okay. So that predefined variables we cannot use directly. So That's all about this basic example and naming convention. We will meet in next class with some new topic. Thank you.